G'day internets, Todd here with another video. Today we're doing Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. Stick around. Alright, well we're going to be doing the guitar parts and the vocal parts, and we're also going to be doing it with a track, but you'll be able to learn the chords in that either way you want to play it. If you want to play it just acoustically or with a track with some harmonies and stuff in there, but I'll show you that. All right, so as always, remember that my key is a whole tone lower than what you're going to hear, okay? But there is a fix for that. So if you go to the link in the description, you'll find a little plug-in that you can install in your browser that allows you to change the pitch of any video in YouTube. So you can match up the pitch with the chords, okay? So if you record in concert pitch, then I would just lift it up one tone and my voice and the guitar will magically go up a tone. So you don't have to buggerize around with transposing stuff. So it will work, plug it in, all right. So this is a great song to do at weddings. I do a lot of weddings and it's very popular choice for bridal waltz or walk down the aisle. So hence I learnt this song quite a few years ago, but I play it. I don't know what Sheeran does it in. He probably does it half an octave higher than I do, but as if he sang it after me. So it's very important when you first decide to learn a song to find out what your range is going to be vocally, okay? There's no use learning all the chords and then you realize that you can't hit a certain note, you know, that's an important note or whatever, and then you got to transpose the whole thing down. So what I generally do is I'll get the song, I'll make sure my voice is warmed up, I'll go over the song and I'll go over the high parts and I'll get to the point where the highest note is just at the top of my range without being too uncomfortable, okay? And then I work down from there and I find the key which is going to suit my voice the best. The key that I found was A, right? When I look at this position, I'm looking at an A. I kind of play an A like this. You know, when I want to hit that string, I play it like that. Otherwise, I just bar it like that. But when I want to be able to, when I want to hit this top E string or bottom E string, I play an A like this. Okay, so whichever way you play an A chord, it doesn't really matter. But so what we know that we've got these three here in this fret, right, for the A. So I'm basically just thinking A, but I take the top one off. So I'm starting with this. So I'm hammering on 3 strings. Probably recognize that already. As soon as you play that chord, you know that's the song. That's how good the song is, right? So it's an A, but this D string is open, hit open and then hammered onto the 2nd fret to make the full A chord, right? Can you see that? Once again, I've got to get another camera, get my hands in there, but I will. I've just been wrecked in crypto, so I'm broke as. But what are you gonna do? All right, hammer on. First chord, starting real simple, right? So basically the chords are A, F sharp minor, D and E, right? When I play that F sharp minor, I don't want to hit the F sharp itself. I want to hit the 5th of that, right? Which is this C sharp. So, because as you can hear the bass, it goes, you can hear that bass line, right? You want, so you want that bass to be going. Can you see my fingers there at all? I might change that light around a little bit. Is that better? You can see my hand. I think I'm half blind. I'm blind as a bat. You see that on there? Anyway, you can see it, you can hear it, you can work it out. When I was growing up, we never had any YouTube. A F sharp minor without playing the F sharp. D and E. A F sharp minor. D, D. You hear that F sharp minor, it doesn't really sound like a minor chord. It sort of sounds like a major if you don't play the root. But if you play the root, that's probably what the bass is going to do when it kicks in, right? Anyway, I digress. So this is the rhythm anyway. You want. So if you get. It goes something like this. When your legs don't work like they used to before. Right? So we want a little bit of that percussion there, right? I'm thinking I really want to hit those major bass notes, right? So you can kind of accentuate certain notes in a chord. You can kind of hit them harder. And that's what I'm kind of doing here. I'm playing the whole chord, but I'm thinking that bass line. Didn't then. There's a little trill on the intro, on that last chord, so it goes. So I'm just going. Alright, so it's just going. So the hardest thing about that is to be able to mute the other strings when you're doing it. My big fat fingers. So I'm doing, and then I'm thinking, there's that altered chord here, the bottom of the A. So I'm thinking about getting back to that, getting my fingers in position to play that chord, because there's not a lot of time, right? Not a lot of time there. So I hit that bass string just as a timing thing. I'd suggest going over that a few times, so you'll get it. Right, so with the vocal. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Right? So get that rhythm first and then get the vocal. When your legs don't work like they used to before. Right? So that vocal's pretty easy. I don't need to tell you about that vocal. So when I perform this song, I mean, sometimes I perform it without a backing track, and basically I just do that the whole way through, right? But it's a bit boring because it's quite a repetitive song. So I do play it with a track. Now, in the track that I've used, I've sung my own harmonies and backing vocals in, right? So we can have a look. Here's the track over here. When you're making a track, I suggest karaoke version, right? Karaoke version. These guys are great. So actually, I'll go through it. So this is what I do when I want to want to get a track and start from scratch, right? I go to karaoke version, right? This is karaoke version. I search for the song I want. I buy it for a few pennies. I think it's like about £4 or something like that, which is $6 or something like that. All right, so I'm just going to search my files because I've already got it. But if I go thinking, right, it'll take me to the track. So this is what it looks like. Okay, this is what it'll look like when it's brand new, right? People fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe right, and so immediately I can hear, obviously, that it's way too high for my vocal. So as I said before, make sure you find out what key you're going to be singing it in, because I mean, you never used to be able to, but now you can change the key, right, up to 4 semitones, right? So I would change the key, right? As you can hear, bang, loads them all up. Right, so I've got the track, right? Now, so what I want to do is I want to download pretty much all of these individually, right? Especially the backing vocals and the lead vocals, the electric guitar and the electric lead guitar, right? Because I'm going to be substituting them with my own playing, right? So let's say, so we can mute that, we can mute that, we can mute that, we can mute that, and then we can click this here and we can download that. That way it's going to download all of these here in one track, right? And then, so you download that, and then you put it into your, whichever you're working in, Cubase or Pro Tools or whatever it is you're working in. And then I would download these individually, right? And then name them, and then bring them into your program individually. And then, it's also a great tool for learning. I might even do another video on it, just explaining this. But so if I'm learning a new song, I'll play it with the track because one, I get used to the arrangement of the track, and two, when I put these into, I use Cubase. When I put these into Cubase, I can solo the guitar and I can have a listen. I can learn it exactly like it is. And then I can solo the backing vocals, and I can learn whatever they are. And also, I like to, for the most part, record my own vocal in there. So I basically just need to copy what they're doing. It's a great tool. And then obviously you learn the song with the lead vocal. Baby, it's all part of the plan. They've got great singers on here, and so you can just basically copy everything until you get the arrangement, and then you've got the arrangement, you've got the recording, and you've got the track. You've got the track to use. So there's so this is the final track I've got here, right? Just open it up in another program here. So I've got the track. I've done all that stuff, and now I've downloaded the track into an MP3 to put into my system, and now I've got this, and I've also got this track for rehearsals, right? So if I want to rehearse the song. So, if a song starts like this one does, I'll normally put a click in. Actually, this one doesn't. Actually, it does. It gives you the chord and then the click. Anyway, that's irrelevant. But so here it goes. When your legs don't work like they used to before. Okay, it's starting to rain outside, so can't hear a thing. I'm just gonna go and turn that rain off. God! Come here for a second. I need to talk to you. Sure thing, yeah, we'll catch up next Saturday, God. Thanks, mate. All right, where are we? With the track. Here we go. 3, 4. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? And darling, I will love you till 70. Sorry about the terrible singing there, but you can hear how the track sort of comes in, and it's such a slow, repetitive song that it's I find it much better to use a track, because the drums come in and you can do solos and stuff. So it's just less boring for a slow tune like this. So you can hear when the drums come in. Loving you till 70. Baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. I'm thinking about how people fall in. Okay, so we've got to the second verse, and it changes to the pre-chorus, right? People fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's the touch of a hand. Me, I fall in love with you every single day. F sharp minor. I just wanna tell you I am, baby, now. Okay, so all that is B minor, E and A, B minor, and it just hangs on the E, and then E minor, F sharp minor, and then B minor, and then the 5th, right? Simple. B minor, E, A, B minor, E, B minor, E, F sharp minor, B minor, E. Back to the A. Now, even for me, I've been playing for 20 plus years, but sometimes I still need to write the chords in there, because sometimes it'll be 6 weeks between you having done that song again, and you just need a quick look, see what chords you're playing, because you can forget in a split second. But if you're playing the song all the time, you don't need it. But given I'm playing hundreds of songs, I need that. I need those little cues. So honey, now take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars, place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, right? And this is where it goes. We found love right where we are. Right? So that's the F sharp minor. And then we're playing the E, playing the D, C sharp minor, B minor. We're just going diatonically down on the chord progression, right? So we got F sharp minor, E, D, C sharp minor, B minor, E. You get used to that visually, it's just going to be. Now you could do that with open strings, but you'll get a better descending sound if you use the chords in this shape. Right. That's pretty much all you're going to need to know chord-wise, right? So then we've got when my hair's all be gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands hands don't play the strings the same way. So he goes, when my hands. If you're finding it difficult to do these little vocal bits, then you gotta just take them bit by bit, right? So just get that first bit. When my hands, right? And then it's really easy, you just string them together. When my hands don't play the strings the same way. Get right up to the mic when you do that live. Because it's really hard to project with your mouth shut. Alright. When my hands don't play the strings the same way. I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow. Oh, it's evergreen. Alright, so now we're up to the solo. I'll just go back. There's one vocal bit there that he does. So it's, where is it? Maybe it's all part of a plan. Okay? Maybe it's all part of a plan. Maybe it's all part of a plan. I just keep on making same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. But baby, now, right? Starts building it a bit vocally there, right? And all right, so now we're up to the solo bit here. And this is the beauty of using a track. You can, or a looper, you can solo. So I do something like this. Something like that, anyway. I'm just buggerizing around on that A major pentatonic. So I'll take that little riff, I think is in the song where it... see, I'm starting low, you know, so I've got somewhere to go as the solo builds, right? Sorry. So I'm thinking there, I'm just thinking there. Alright, I'm just looking at that track. So I'll play it again and just see if I can get something that you can maybe copy. That's when I come. That's when it comes back in, right? It just comes back into the chorus, right? Baby, now take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Oh darling, place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, baby, we found love right where are. Baby, we found love right where we are. Baby, we found love right where we are. Sometimes I'll do like a major seventh, finish on it like that or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's really quite simple. I like using it with a track because, like I said, it just builds something out of nothing, really, because it is very slow and really quite boring. You've got to be a really good guitar player to be able to build that up in segments and make it interesting for people. So that's why I use a track. And obviously with all the vocals in there as well, it helps. I've sung all my own vocals in there. Sometimes what I've found is that if you pitch shift vocals too much, they do sound a little bit robotic in the pitch shift itself. So phasey, actually. It sounds very phasey. So if it is too far and it's starting to sound phasey, I'll just sing them myself. And if you sing them yourself, there's no phase at all. So that was one of those songs because I had to transpose it down so far. The rest of the instruments sound fine, but yeah, the vocals were phasey, so I put them in myself. And it sounds better because when you're singing with yourself, your own voice blends really well with harmonies within, you know, the different intervals of your own voice. So there it is, thinking out loud. I hope that helps. It's a very popular song, like I said, for weddings. People are always wanting some Ed Sheeran at gigs, and you know, there's lots of Ed Sheeran songs to choose from, but that's a popular one. Alright guys, like and subscribe if you got something out of that video. I hope you did. It's a pretty basic one, that one, so it's not really a lot to cover. But yeah, just get just the foundation in all songs, you know. Just get that down to the point where you don't have to think about it. With any song that you do, just get the foundations down, and then the little cherries on top they'll just come much easier. Rather than just trying to learn everything at once, break it down. Break everything down with every song that you learn. I mean, if you are here watching me, it means that you're probably just at an intermediate stage anyway. So that means that, you know, you probably will have to break things down. I mean, that's the way I still do it when I learn songs. Just break them down, go over them until they get cemented in your mind. There's something about, you know, that subliminal mindset that when you finally get it down without having to think about it, then move on. But don't rush through it, all right? Because you're just going to make it too hard for yourself. Get it down. Get it down. Get her down. Get her down. Get her done. Get her down and get her done. You know what I mean? Get it down, get it done. All right, guys. Until next time, ciao.